Welcome everybody to Rewind the Times. Yes, I'm alive. I haven't been on in about 12 to 14 days. I'm so sorry guys, man. It's my goal is always to do at least one video a week. And I work in a supermarket, so the holiday season is always from literally from September to December. It's nonstop. And I work overnights and I work 6 days a week, so I only get 4 days off a month. And have kids and go to the gym and a girlfriend and a best friend, so all this stuff. So it is hard to make time sometimes. It is hard to find times, but like I said, I never wanted to go on YouTube to ever become famous no, it was never like that. I just really enjoy talking about things I love, and honestly, I like talking to people about the things I love. And I'm looking at my looking at my subscribers today. Like I said, I got 113. And out of the 113, there's always a couple, probably about 5 or 6 that I consistently talk to, and I love the guys that I talk to. And you guys know who I'm talking about. The ones that always message me back right away. And I want you to know, guys, I really do appreciate it. I really enjoy my conversations and my interaction with you guys. Too bad, man, I'm 42, man. Too bad we couldn't hang out sometime, man. Like, I'm one of those types of guys. Like, I really am very cool and very laid back. Man, too bad, the people that messaged me, man, we couldn't hang out and, watch a movie or something. Like, that's the type of person that I am. I'm very, like I said, man, I'm just very laid back, and I really enjoy conversating with people that have a lot in common with me, So those people that always message me and stuff like that, even the new comments, but, for the ones that are always consistent, I want to say thank you, man. I really enjoy it. I do look forward to your comments. I really, really do. Me and a buddy of mine, I can't think of his name. I'm sorry, guys. I always forget the names because when it comes to YouTube, the YouTube names are so long and so different that I can't remember all of them. But there's a guy in here that I always talk to about Black Adam. And, for a while, man, we were going back and forth talking about Black Adam, and he's an awesome dude, and I love talking to him. There's another guy that always talks to me about my Motu stuff, but you guys know, but the ones that always message me, you guys know who you are, and I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. So, man, where do I start? Well, I actually have a toy I do want to review, and it just came in, literally just came in as I was coming back from get my car inspected. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I do want to go over it real quick, and it has to do with DC, because the world is like turning upside down right now with all the DC stuff that's going on. Man, so a lot has happened in the last 13 days. As you guys know, I'm a big giant DCU fan, whatever you want to call it, and we have 2 new people that are running it, Peter Safran and James Gunn. And I'm excited and I'm not excited. First of all, anyone that likes DCU, or anyone that likes the DCEU, Zack Snyder back in 2013 started this with he picked, in my opinion, I think he picked out the perfect cast for these characters of Wonder Woman and Batman and Cyborg and even Mr. Ezra Miller. As much as the bullshit that he's putting us through, his personal life, guy has. I really pray for the man to get his life together. But as an actor, I love him as the Flash. I think he's a great actor as the Flash. And Henry Cavill, which we all know, he came back for Black Adam, and it seems like the world. It seems like the sky. It seems like now that Cavill's back, it's just seeing Henry back on the screen. The last time you see him on the screen was in 2013 with Justice League. I got so excited, and The Rock really, really pushed hard for him, and so I'm so glad that he is back or is not back. I don't know what's going on, man. It seems like since James Gunn and Peter Safran took over, I really don't hear from Peter Safran too much. It's more James Gunn. They want to go with this reboot, and I'm for it and I'm not for it. Mr. James Gunn will never watch this video. I'll never even get to him. I wish it would. Pretty cool, because I am a fan, and he's a fan too, and he likes interacting with fans. So hey, if it ever gets to him, I'd really appreciate it. But there's probably a million people that are talking about this stuff. So I'm one little fish in a big ocean. But like I said, man, the cast of characters that we have, the actors that portray, or actresses that portray these characters, we fall in love with them. I love Gail Gadot's Wonder Woman, Henry Cavill's Superman, Ben Affleck's Batman, who plays a beautiful Frank Miller's Batman. Ray Fisher, who plays Cyborg. Ezra Miller as the Flash. You know, we fall in love. Aquaman, obviously Jason Momoa, man. We fall in love with these actors that play these characters, and we kind of like bond to them. You know, like, I know as human beings, as people, it's like, you know, when you hear change is hard. I know for me, change is very hard. I hate change. I don't like change. Sometimes it's for the better, but I don't realize it right away. But sometimes it is for the better, but I do just hate change. So we have learned to we have really we have been accustomed to love these figures and love these actors that play these amazing superheroes and supervillains. And I know James Gunn came in and they're gonna do this 10-year plan, and they want to do this reboot. And I'm not sure what kind of reboot they're talking about. I'm not sure if they want to reboot everything. I don't know if they want to reboot the storylines, the characters, but I beg and I please. Beg sounds kind of pathetic, but please, it's the truth. Don't recast these characters. If you want to reboot, please do a soft reboot and reboot the stories, because that's actually where the problem has been. That's probably where the problems have been. It's not the characters. It's never been the characters. It's never been the cast that you put together. It's never been that. It's the storylines. It's the stories that haven't been the greatest of all stories. You know, like imagine going to see Iron Man and not being Robert Downey Jr. or Captain America and it's not Chris Evans. Like, it's still weird seeing another actor portray the Captain America. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but it's hard seeing these things because we get so accustomed and we fall in love with these characters. I think the reason they didn't recast Chadwick Boseman in Black Panther is because you couldn't. You just can't. You can't. And unfortunately, God rest his soul, he passed away. But I think it was smart. I seen Black Panther with Wakanda, which obviously is a very good movie. It is a very good movie. But you can't go and recast these characters, these beloved characters that we fall in love with as human beings and that we attach ourselves to. That's why do you think that we as fans have been glamorizing and wanting Henry Cavill back so bad, or Ben Affleck? Because we love these characters. My favorite Batman growing up, and always will be, and it's probably a little biased because it's more nostalgic than anything, but I really do love him in general, is Michael Keaton. I cannot wait for The Flash to come out June 16th of next year. I'm so excited to see Keaton put on the cowl again and come back. And I've attached myself to him because, you know, when I think about him, I think about me being a 9-year-old boy sitting in the movie theater with my mom, seeing Batman come on the big screen with Jack Nicholson as the Joker. I mean, it just... Keaton's his portrayal of Batman and Bruce Wayne is just insane, and we love it. And it took a long time to get used to other people playing Batman. And yes, we do get used to it. But there's really no reason to recast these characters. They're not the fault. The direction and the people that were pulling the strings and the people that were behind it, Toby Emmerich, Walter Hamada, the storylines and all that stuff, they just weren't good. So I don't think you should punish the actors that themselves, like Henry Cavill said, the cape has been in the closet. He has been waiting. And when we seen him at the end of Black Adam, oh man, I would tell you now, I've seen the movie 6 or 7 times in the theaters. No word of a lie. I love the movie. Is the story great? It's not the greatest story. The action's amazing. The action scenes are nonstop. They do things in that movie that I've never seen before, ever. And I mean it. Visually, it's just so stunning to see. It's almost like you're on an adrenaline ride constantly the whole movie. Whether that hurts the movie or not, I'm not sure. I love it personally. Some people may say, it's a little bit too much. I think if the story was a little bit better, it's also a comic book movie too. But if the story was just a little bit better, you know, maybe the movie would have done more in the box office. It sucks because it's close to the movie costs about between 190 and 230 million dollars to make, and it's only grossed almost 400 million. And I don't know. I don't want to say that's The Rock's fault, because think about it, man. The Rock's Rampage made a lot of money. San Andreas, all these movies, Hobbs and Shaw, all these movies have made so much money. But what it is the problem is the DC brand, the name DC in general, that's damaged. If Marvel for the last so many years has produced so many great movies, that when they do produce stinkers like Eternals, which I liked, but in the public eye is not a great movie, or Shang-Chi, or Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, when these movies don't produce the way that we think they should produce, people are still going to see them. So if you put, poopy stains in Universe and put Marvel's logo on it, people are going to go see it. And because they trust the name, they trust the brand, they trust Marvel. Nobody trusts DC. They just don't. They haven't, I say this all the time, but DC is literally going on they just put out their 11th movie in Black Adam. Marvel in February is going on their 32nd movie. 32nd, and DC is now just putting out number 12 with this guy right here, Mr. Zachary Levi, in Shazam: Fury of the Gods, which they're better. It's a perfect chance to show this. They're better. I heard there's two post-scene credits. The Rock has got to be one of them. He's got to be one of them. Black Adam has got to be. He's now established. He has got to be one of them. So I wanted to talk about that. So the brand itself is just it's damaged, and unfortunately, people are kind of iffy about it. They want to go see a 50-50 thing, or do they want to go see a sure thing because of the brand, which is Marvel, and that's why people flock into the theaters. It's like, and it sucks because DC, in my opinion, has some of the greatest comic book heroes of all time in villains. I mean, the villains are amazing, and the superheroes are just as good. And in my opinion, strictly mine, they're better than Marvel. I mean, Batman fucking alone is just, dude, he's so nuts, dude. He's amazing. His rogues gallery, his villains are almost as popular as him, which is crazy, And then you have the greatest superhero of all time, and I'm not even a fan of him, but it's the truth. It's Superman. Superman is the greatest superhero of all time. It's Superman, and for the longest time he's been on the sideline, like Rock said, and it really is true. It was so sad. I mean, Marvel, they took someone like Ant-Man. Fucking Ant-Man, and he's already on his third movie. I mean, they take these characters that are so obscure, and they do such a good job because the storylines are good, and the characters and the actors who are playing them. Paul Rudd plays Ant-Man. This is Paul Rudd from Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers is our Ant-Man. I mean, come on, man. Like, he's a great actor, don't get me wrong. He is a great actor. He's acting. I ain't acting shit, but I couldn't act out of a paper bag. But he's acting. But the storylines are so good, and these movies, just alone on the title, get these big bucks, and it's a shame because Black Adam was a really good movie. The storyline wasn't the greatest, but it's so awesome in action. If you put Marvel on Black Adam, if you took the name Marvel and put it on Black Adam, people would have been talking about this movie forever. It might have made $1 billion, and I'm actually really being really serious. It might have, because the action was like something you've never seen in a movie, in a comic book era ever. It was nonstop, boom, 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 boom. It was literally nonstop. Every time you took a breath, another action scene was coming. It was just a shame because it suffered because of the DC brand, the name DC, and it stinks. So my plea to Mr. Gunn and Peter Safran is, please don't recast these characters. Recast the storylines. Reboot the storylines. Do not reboot the characters. We love Gal Gadot. She's a beautiful Wonder Woman. Henry Cavill, Superman. He might be, in a lot of people's, he is the best Superman of all time. Now, mine is Christopher Reeves. It's probably because I grew up watching him. So, like I said, there is a nostalgic there. But, man, I'll tell you now, it's neck and neck because Cavill is so good. Ben Affleck, who I just said right now, I love Michael Keaton as Batman. But Ben Affleck he really is a good Batman. He has that dark, that gritty, that beaten down Batman, which is the Frank Miller's version. Love it. He is great. You have, let's see, who else do you have? You have Ray Fisher, which unfortunately has not been back as Cyborg because of the Walter Hamada stuff. But please, it's underneath a new regime. I'd love to see Ray Fisher come back because his Cyborg was top notch. Top notch. Just great, man. And then obviously you have Ezra Miller, who, as the actor Ezra Miller, I'm going to make that very clear, the actor Ezra Miller is really a good Flash. I always like him and Grant Gustafson from the TV show, the CW show. Now, I'm not condoning or saying that what he does off the screen is smart, because he does some of the most stupidest shit. I'll tell you right now, all the money you made me, all the money that if you gave me all the money that he's making, I'll go sit in my room and never leave the damn room unless I go right to the studio to act. So, come on, Ezra. But if you can't deny, he really is a good Flash. I mean, he really is a good Flash. You believe, and I'm excited to see the Flash movie coming out, because of I heard he plays a couple of different roles in the movie. I'm super excited to see that. But the DCEU as a general, the brand is just so tarnished because of these storylines. You know, I love I'm gonna say her name wrong, but General Smollett, who plays Diana Lace, who plays Black Canary in Birds of Prey. I love her, and I heard she's getting a solo movie for HBO Max, and I really hope that continues, because it's going to be part of the DC universe, the DCEU universe, or the DCU universe. So I really hope that they give that Black Canary film its due, because she is an awesome, beautiful, stunning Black Canary. And then you got, so these next four movies that are coming out in 2024, they're supposed to reboot this whole DC thing. And like I said, please do not reboot the characters, reboot the storylines, because that's really what it needs. If you give Henry Cavill a better story, or Gail Goddard, or Ezra Miller, all these movies, if you give these actors better storylines, I guarantee people will flock more, because you'll put more trust in the brand, the DC brand itself, And if if James Gunn, if you are a man of the people, which you've seen you are, you do interact with people all the time, please listen to us, because we love this brand, we love these characters. I mean, they're our heart and soul. You know what I mean? I don't see Kevin Feige going out and talking to people like you do. I mean, you're very hands-on, and I love that. I would consider you like us. I would consider you like me, a fan of these characters, and these characters mean so much. So the next 4 movies that are coming out, you've got Shazam, Fury of the Gods, which is coming out in March. And then you have, I believe it's March 17th. And then you have June 16th, they got pushed up, The Flash, which they're comparing this movie to Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home was incredible. Almost $2 billion movie with all the 3 Spider-Mans. They're comparing it to that type of level. It is going in to the multiverse sagas, which I'm super excited about. And then we have, right after that, we have August 18th, we have Blue Beetle, which I cannot wait to see. The test screenings are saying that this movie is tested off the roof. They're saying, off the charts. They're saying it is such a family-oriented, where Jamie Rez, played by Rolo Marandola from the Cobra Kai, the Scarab, it's like the TV show Young Justice and stuff. It actually talks to him. Dude, that blows my mind. And one thing I love too is, because Jamie Reyes is a Latino superhero, a lot of this movie is going to be in subtitles, so you're going to see English and subtitles. You're going to hear English and Spanish, but the Spanish will be on subtitles, so you can be able to read it, unless you understand Spanish. But that's going to be so cool to see the back and forth and the banter of it going back and forth, which I love. And I'm so excited for that movie. And then the last movie, which I hope is not the last movie, but I know it'll be the last movie under the old regime, will be Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom, which is coming out on Christmas next year. So we have 4 more movies to look forward to. Shazam: Fury of the Gods, which I hope there is 2 post-credit scenes. I hope one of them is The Rock. Praying, please. I want to see Black Adam in that. Should be. And then we have The Flash. And then 2 months later we have Blue Beetle. And then at the end of the year we have Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. So DC's big year next year. This 2022 was supposed to be a big year for us, and it wasn't. With all the delays in the movies and the switching and stuff, so we ended up really only getting Black Adam. So we were supposed to get a lot of movies. Remember November, The Flash would have already came out. November 4th it was supposed to come out and ended up getting pushed back. Shazam was supposed to come out December 16th. So we would have been seeing Shazam in a couple of next Friday, and it got pushed back until March. So listen, please, if this reaches Mr. Gunn, Mr. James Gunn, please don't reboot the characters, reboot the storylines, because that that there lies. That's where all this damage has been. Storylines haven't been that great. I mean, look at Birds of Prey. There's some great actresses in that movie, but the storyline wasn't great. But if you give that movie a better storyline, it definitely made more than $179 million. So listen, guys. I just got back. I'm gonna relax for a little bit. I got a doctor's appointment, and hopefully I get to go see my girlfriend today. I'm not sure yet, but so listen. Hope everybody has a great holiday. I will be putting some more videos. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just so busy. But listen, remember, guys. God first and family. Until the next video. Take care, guys. Peace, man.